Welcome, everyone. How are you all? I hope you're doing great. Welcome back to another session of learning English with me. Today, we are going to focus on improving our English skills, not only in speaking, but in all areas. I've received many questions about where to start on the journey from zero to fluency. Perhaps you can understand English, but find it difficult to speak. You're ready to start, but you don't know which path to take. Today, we'll discuss exactly how to become fluent in English and how to progress from zero to fluent. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel to get all the lessons I share with you. Don't forget to like and share this video with your friends. Now let's get into today's lesson. How to achieve fluency in English. Understanding your current level. First, what do we mean by zero level? Many of you might think zero means knowing nothing, but that's not true. If you're here watching this video and understanding English, you're already above zero. You're probably at level 2 or 3. Our goal is to get to level 10, which represents fluency. If you can understand English, you're already halfway there. Listening and understanding are huge accomplishments. For example, if I started speaking in Spanish and you don't know Spanish, you wouldn't understand. So simply understanding English means you've built a strong foundation. Now, it's time to build on that foundation and develop fluency. Step 1. Mastering Survival English. The first step is Survival English. If you're just starting out, focus on mastering the basics. Survival English is the type of spoken English that allows you to navigate daily situations. It's not about perfect grammar, but about getting your point across. Imagine you're in an English-speaking country and you need food. You might say, food, hungry, restaurant. Even though it's not a full sentence, the other person will understand what you mean. This is the essence of survival English, using meaningful words to communicate effectively. You don't need to worry about perfect grammar at this stage. Mastering survival English will give you the confidence to move forward. So focus on learning the essential vocabulary you need for daily communication. Step 2. Start speaking from day 1. Start speaking English from day 1. I've emphasized this in many of my videos. Don't wait to be ready. Start now. The longer you wait, the more hesitant you'll become. Whether you're learning vocabulary, grammar, or listening, everything should go hand in hand with speaking. Think of it like learning to cook. You can watch recipe videos repeatedly, but until you actually try cooking, you won't get better. The same goes for speaking English. You must practice speaking to improve. Your first attempts may not be perfect, but over time you'll improve. Step 3. Good English input. The next step is good input. Language learning is like a cycle. You listen and read, input, and then speak and write, output. To speak fluently, you need to consume a lot of good English. Listening is the most important type of input. Why? Because it helps you understand pronunciation, rhythm, and sentence structure. You can get this input from movies, songs, TV shows, and YouTube channels in English. Listening to academic content designed for learners is also helpful. The more you listen, the better you'll be at catching new words, phrases, and pronunciations. Over time, your brain will start recognizing patterns, and you'll store this information subconsciously. When you need to speak, you'll be able to recall these words and phrases naturally. Step 4. Speaking practice. Now let's talk about speaking practice. Practicing speaking is crucial to becoming fluent. However, it's not just about speaking randomly. You need a plan. Many people practice without seeing results because they don't have a specific goal or direction. One great method is the mirror talk technique. Stand in front of a mirror and practice speaking aloud. Use different techniques to keep your practice varied and effective. I have videos where I discuss 12 different techniques for practicing English speaking. Check them out and find what works for you. Apart from practicing alone, it's also important to practice with a tutor or teacher. Speaking practice with guidance will help you correct mistakes and make progress faster. Step 5. Basic grammar. The fifth step is basic grammar. There are two extremes when it comes to grammar. Some people focus too much on grammar, while others avoid it entirely. The key is balance. You don't need to know every complex grammar rule unless you're preparing for an academic exam. However, understanding basic grammar structures is essential for speaking correctly and confidently. If you know the basics like do, does, and did, you'll be able to form sentences more easily. When you feel confident in your grammar, you'll be less likely to hesitate or fumble over your words. I have a basic grammar series focused on spoken English, not the complex grammar needed for academic writing, but the kind of grammar that helps you speak correctly and fluently. Make sure to check out that series. Bonus step. Focus on all 4 skills LSRW. Finally, a bonus step. Focus on all 4 skills. Listening, speaking, reading, and writing, LSRW. These are the 4 pillars of language learning. To master English, you must improve all 4 skills. Even if your main focus is speaking, don't neglect the other skills, as they all support each other. For example, writing can help improve your speaking skills. I always recommend journal writing as a way to practice. Even if writing isn't your priority, doing it from time to time will benefit your speaking fluency. And that's it. We've covered all the essential steps to becoming fluent in English, from starting with survival English to mastering basic grammar and focusing on all four skills. Follow these steps consistently, and I guarantee you'll see improvement in your fluency. Thank you for joining me today. Make sure to practice what we discussed, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Take care and goodbye.